Hey there, friends. Nibs again, out here at the range today, doing a little bit of goofing around. Got a really cool challenge for you guys by Elijah over at Day at the Range. He's teamed up with the guys over at Hi-lux Scopes Optics, and we're doing a challenge and a giveaway. So that's really pretty cool. What they have put together is a really challenging challenge, but should you succeed and get into the top 10 of all of the scorers, you will be put into a giveaway to win one of the new Hi-lux vintage style scopes. Really pretty cool. I've been looking at them for a while now. I just haven't gotten around to buying one yet. I really would like one of those nerdle looking scopes. I have several guns out here we're going to try this challenge with today, and the distinction here with these three guns that I have out here is that they are all military trainer, past military U.S. property, and they're pretty cool. So I've got one from the 40s, I got one from the 60s, and I got one from the 80s. And we're going to shoot them all in different videos, but they all have vintage style optics on them. Actually, these ones are all very vintage optics. This one and the one on my Stevens are both very old Fecker brand scopes from probably the 20s, best I can figure. And then the Winchester 52C actually has a 1960s vintage a Nerdle ultra varmint scope on it, and I believe that's the original scope from when it was a military trainer, and I'll talk more about that in the video that I do with it separately. But here's the targets that they've put up. Look how tiny those bullseyes are. So we're shooting for best group. So the first one, upper left, is a sighter target, and then upper right and the two lower ones are for score. If you shoot a bullet and it lands outside of the outer ring, that nullifies that particular bullseye. So that one will not count for your score. If you get all three of them done with 5 shots inside the bullseye, then we're going to take the group size from each one of those and do an average, and that will be your score. So if you only get one group, that will be your score. You won't do an average of any other ones. But and again, the top 10 best average group sizes will be put in a drawing sometime down the road. You can check that out at dayattherange.com. That's where you can find these targets as well. And you'll be put in the running to win that Hi-lux, I believe it's a 20X, a Nerdle style scope. So this rifle we're going to be shooting in this particular video is my newest one out that I have out here today. And this one is a high standard, right? Or H&R, sorry about that. H&R M12. I don't even remember what I got out here. But this is an M12, which was a part of a military contract from about 81 up until around 1985. Then the government put out another bid spec, and actually H&R lost the bid. I think, was it, I don't know, I'll put it down here, I can't remember. Oh, thought I heard somebody pulling. It's just the wind blowing my targets around. But yeah, this was a very short made rifle. Very much it looks just like a Winchester 52C or D. I have a 52C over there, and they're like virtually identical as far as the action goes. But we're gonna go ahead and shoot this guy. Let's see, let me open up another box of ammo, because I have exactly 20 rounds in the box that I was going to shoot. But I do want to start the video off right with a pating. So we'll take one round out of this box before we start into that 20. This one is a single shot only. What else can I say about it? It has a Al Freeland adjustable buttstock on it, and so it very much mimics a Winchester 52D, being a single shot and all of that. Let me adjust this camera over just a little bit here so you can see the gun better. Now let's get started. I'll start off, like I said, by doing a pating on the, I don't know if you can see it because of the angle of the thing, but there's actually a black dot. There's a bunch of black dots, and then there's a single one that's just below all of those. I'm going to aim at that. And I hit it. Pating! All right. So when I got out here, I was playing around with all three of these, getting them zeroed up, making sure they were zeroed up. And this thing was throwing them all over the place. And I was like, what is going on? And I wiggled it, and this rear base was completely loose. I mean, I had to turn the screws in like half a turn to get, and as soon as I tightened it up, bam, the groups just locked right in. So, all right, let's go ahead and, if I put a round in there, right? All right, so let's just make sure my camera is running. So this particular Fecker is, I believe, a 12X. And the reason I say I believe it's a 12X, so the Feckers, the earliest production Feckers did not have their power stamped on them at all. And the other reason I believe that these are both very early ones is they're very low serial numbers as well. So only the first couple of years of production, they started production in 1923, and only the first couple of years of production did they not have the magnification power stamped on the ring of this back ring back here. Both of these are very low serial numbers, and neither one of them have the power stamped on them. This one's a lower magnification. That one, I believe, is a 16X, and there is that. All right, let's see. First sighter. All right, just a little off to the left, but as long as I can keep them all in the bullseyes, that's the first goal. Dropped a little low. So I am using the CCI pistol match. All three of these seem to be shooting this pistol match really, really well. So we'll see if we can keep that going in the video here. All right. Let's see. Enlarge the hole from the first shot. Further enlarge the hole from the first shot. Such a beautiful day. Wow. So I believe those circles are right at about an inch to give you an idea of what the group sizes look like. All right, so now we're moving into our scoring, hopefully scoring round, scoring groups. As long as we can keep them within the bullseye there, then they will count for a score. Whether it's good or bad, we don't know yet. All right. So as long as I get at least one of those bullseyes with all of them within the ring, then at least I'm in the running for the giveaway with a particular rifle. I'd like to do really good as far as my groups go, but we got some wind kicking up all of a sudden. It's been kind of intermittent out here as far as the wind goes. It'll gust for a couple of minutes and then it'll completely die off. Just an absolutely beautiful fall day, early October up here in upstate New York. And when we can be outside in short sleeves in October, we're doing pretty good. All right. So as I shoot these, I'll so when I get home, I'll run all these on the Sub MOA app and let you guys know what the group sizes are as we go. Nice. My heart's beating. Very nice. I'm gonna guess that one is about a 0.6 to 0.7. That wind is really kicking right now. So I've never really been able to find any kind of documentation that would show any kind of date range for these H&R M12s. If anybody knows of any information, so let's see, it has a 519,000 and some change serial number with an A and an X in front of it. I wonder if the A and X are some sort of date code. I've never been able to find any information about that, but if anybody knows, I would really appreciate that. All right, that's a good shot. Not bad for 12X. Not bad for budget ammo too. This stuff is only, at my local shop, is only like 11 bucks a box. So I just picked up a new brick of it. They had got some more in, so I've got 2 or 3 bricks in storage right now of this. CCI lists it as an MSRP of 15 bucks a box, which is still, for decent ammo, that's very good price. Okay. Wow. Now that the pressure's off, I can actually relax and shoot good. I qualified, for at least getting in the running for the giveaway with the first scoring bullseye. Now I can relax and calm down and shoot good. Wow, look at that. I bet you that's less than half an inch. That's sub MOA. That is awesome. All right. So now this gun is the only one of the group that the scope and the gun are kind of mismatched as far as age go. Those other two, I believe, are original as they would have been used in the military. I found evidence and documentation showing that the Stevens was actually issued to the military to train snipers back in World War II, and they would have had inertals or Fecker scopes on those to train the the snipers. And then the Winchester 52C that I have there is 1961 vintage, and it has an inertal ultra varmint on it, like I said, and I found documentation showing that that was the platform that would have been used to train the Marine snipers back in the 50s and 60s. So very, very cool setup there. All right, last bullseye. Ooh, boy, that one almost got away from me. There we go, back at it. That first one I was squeezing and I saw the heartbeat just as it went off, go like that, and I knew it was going to be off a little bit. I'm just glad it stayed in the... Ooh, nah, that one's still cracking the line. I don't know. That was a good shot. I mean, that was a good hold and squeeze by me. That had to be, I'm guessing that had to be ammo related. Every once in a while I get a little variation in this ammo, so it's not perfect, but it is really good shooting ammo for the most part. Okay. Doesn't look like it's going to be my best group of the three, but all right, I held it together. I think it's less than an inch. I'm guessing less than an inch there. Oh, jeez. Stand by, my targets are blowing all over. All right, sorry about that. The wind is starting to kick up pretty good here. I can blame that on that last group. But anyway, you guys saw the groups as we were going along, and I put them behind me after each group. I'll do an average up and put that as my outro at the end here. I'll submit this over to Elijah and get my score up on the thing. There's some pretty good scores already, so I think I won't be the best, but as long as I'm in the top 10, I'll be in the running to win that scope. So that's the that's the goal here. But anyway, I'll see me when I do some of these other ones shortly. Hope you guys liked the video. Check out Day at the Range, dayattherange.com. Till next time, have a great day.